What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Halo's Kitchen, the best kitchen out there, period. It's Chef A here. Y'all already know I got the vegan nachos, and I decided to make some homemade chickpea chips with this as well because, I'm trying to do the more homemade way for things. And right here, I'm just getting started on the cheese. You're going to need everything that's listed up on the screen. It is cashew based, so sorry to y'all that are allergic to nuts, but I'm sure there's like plenty of cheese recipes out there where you can substitute and whatnot. So as you can see, I am one that likes to just measure with the soul. I measure with my heart, the intuition and stuff. I don't necessarily use measuring tools, but I do try my best to give y'all my best estimate of how much I use. But yeah, I just feel like that's the best way too. You really just taste as you go. See if you need to add more, add less. Oh yeah, right there, those were the alfalfa sprouts. I just recently started, consuming those. I heard they were just good when you need to put on a little bit more weight or muscle. And I am on a gym journey, so yeah, I was like, let me try it out. And I'ma just throw it up in the cheese, cause why not? And don't worry about it overpowering or anything like that, especially the amount that I recommend that you guys put in there. But yeah, you just want to blend it up and put that to the side. That is going to be your cheese for the nachos. And then I'm just prepping up some jalapeno right here to go on top. And man, I underestimated how hot some jalapenos was. But that's my fault, because I decided to not take the seeds out when I blended it up into that cheese sauce. So yeah, be mindful of that, and be mindful to take out those seeds if you can't handle the spice. And yeah, right here I'm just chopping up some onions. This is going to be for the meat, or not meat, let's not even call it meat, we're gonna call it the mushroom mixture. And yes, for that you're gonna need 4 king oyster mushrooms. Yes, and then you're still gonna keep the cap part too. We still gonna use that, no wasting over here. And as you can see, it's I'm just doing a super simple method. I'm just shredding it up with my fingers. You can use a fork if you want to, but this is just hey, it's quicker to me. So yeah, I'm doing it like this. And as you can see, for the cap, I'm just slicing it up because those don't really shred as easily. And then right here, this is going to be for your chips. I'm using chickpea flour. You can find that at your grocery. If you can't find it at your grocery store, they got some that you can get on Amazon. So yeah, you want to make sure you sift that through the thing. I forgot what that tool was called. My bad, y'all. And then you just want to mix in all the seasonings that I got listed, the oil, the water and stuff, and make sure you're careful with this, because as far as how much water you add, because I had issues where it was a little bit too sticky and I kept needing to add more flour. But either way, if you do one or the other, you don't add enough water, you don't add enough flour, whatever, you can just add more of each to really balance it out so it doesn't be too sticky. So yeah, and first I just started off doing it with the whisk because yeah. And then eventually I was like, oh no, this ain't working, so I'm gonna use my hands, get handsy with it. And if y'all are not the type that stuff being all on your fingers and stuff, then definitely wear some gloves, because it's gonna get a sticky mess. But I personally don't mind. I'm a hands-on type of chef. So yeah, as you can see, I need to add some more of that chickpea flour up in there because it was too wet, too sticky. So yeah. And then you just want to continue to knead it up with your hands, just like this. And then make sure you have parchment paper underneath this when you start rolling, or else it will stick to whatever surface that you're using if it's not enough flour. This was my first time making this, so yeah, I really be giving y'all the trial and error of this whole vegan journey. I don't care, I'm gonna post if I mess up and let y'all know in advance, don't do this, do that and whatnot, so y'all can get the best results. So yeah, I'm shaping them into triangles just like this, and you can even roll it thinner than I did. I would recommend, but I just didn't. But yeah, you could definitely roll it a little bit thinner. As you can see, I ended up flattening it out with my fingers more, but to avoid that, you can just roll it thinner, and yeah, so they won't be such thick chips. I just wanted it to hold its shape and whatnot. So yeah, and then make sure you put that on a baking tray, and you want to rub it in some oil and sprinkle over some sea salt, or you can use kosher salt as well. You can even put on some lime flavor too if you want to flavor it up for real, and put that in the oven on, actually I'm gonna insert the heat temperature on the screen, because yeah, I'm doing this before I insert all the captions. So yeah, and then for the mushrooms, you know, you want to, in a cast iron skillet, add in your onion, add in your oyster mushrooms, and then add all these seasonings that you see listed, or your preferred seasonings. You know, it really don't matter for real. But yeah, you can season it how you season normal nachos. If you do like, you know, chicken nachos or whatever, because, you know, king oyster is one of those mushrooms that's mainly used for like a chicken substitute. And yeah, and y'all might have seen it earlier, I was pressing down on it with my hands, and you just want to make sure you continue to press down with the spoon too, to make sure you get all that excess water out of it so they're not soggy, so you can get a little bit of a bite to that mushroom. When you bite into it, a little bit of a like crunch, if that makes it, not crunch, but like some crispness, so it's not so like soggy, chewy type, you know. So yeah, I added in a little bit of tahini up in there too, but that's optional. I just wanted a little bit of lime flavor. So yeah, and then, you know, halfway through you want to flip the chips, and I ended up like doing that flip after about like 5 minutes, I would say, and then just cook it for 5 more minutes, but it depends on the heat settings of your oven. But yeah, you want to put those up on the plate when you're ready, when it's all, you know, ready to be served. And as you can see, look how beautiful those mushrooms look, baby. Like, look, you can see the texture up on there, period. And then right here, you know, I'm just drizzling on the cheese, and y'all, I know it's kind of giving mustard, but that's just because, you know, the turmeric color, I added a little bit too much, but it's okay. I promise it still tastes good. So yeah, and then you want to add on some scallions. I just love scallions. You don't gotta add that. You could just do just the cilantro and the jalapenos. But yeah, you can also add some salsa as well, salsa verde or whatever, because yeah, this is just, you know, a nacho recipe. This is just what I eat on my nachos. I would love, you know, to have some vegan sour cream with this as well, but I have not mastered a homemade recipe for that. So yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more. Let me know if you have any recommendations. Have a beautiful, blessed Sunday. Bye.